Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Island Tea right here on WINNMedia SKN, featuring your host, your faves, Kevon and Azem, and Jade, Gwen Johnson. Neither of whom are here today, but I can hold it down with you guys for today, Wednesday, especially since you guys haven't heard us at all for the week. So I just get the messages saying, "What going on? Island Tea done with?" No, we're still here. But it's been cool. It's been a cool week, even though everyone's had stuff going on, stuff that needed to be handled, of course. So, we have to give space to everybody to do what they have to do. But it's a real pleasure for me to be back here talking to my Island Tea friends. Appreciate you guys checking in. I appreciate you guys being being so concerned about all of us and making sure that everybody was doing good. So the answer is yes, and we're back. We're back from today. So it's Wednesday, and today was school week, and so some schools went back out on Monday. I know at least one school that started today. A few schools started today, and so we're just kind of looking to see how that plays out. All the parents getting their kids ready, taking all the pictures for first day of school. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. It's a thing. I always wonder about that. How how hype parents get about kids' first day of school, and then it kind of quickly wears off after that. Or does it? Who knows? I don't know. But it does definitely seem that way. But we have some interesting conversation to get into. Feel free to call in and have a conversation with me. I appreciate it. But guys, I have something I need to talk about. Something that I have been observing for the past couple weeks, and I'm sure it's been going on for a while, but it's fresh in my mind because in the span of about 4 or 5 days, it's happened to me on a daily basis, and on the weekend it actually happened to me 3 times, and I'm not sure what is happening, so somebody might need to let me know. What's up with the cars that are in the roundabout? And yes, sorry, I know we're back to the roundabout talk again, but again, like I said, this is fresh, so I'll bring it up. What's up with the cars that are in the roundabout and trying to give way to vehicles approaching the roundabout? Like, I'm missing something. Like, the rules change, or like, I don't understand what's happening. Like, you're in the roundabout and you're slowing down to a stop to allow somebody who is trying to get into the roundabout. You're trying to let them in. It's been happening to me. I don't know if it's just I have bad timing or what is it. I brought it up to a friend of mine yesterday, and they said that they actually saw an accident like that last week or something like that. Last week or week before. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, it's just weird to me. And the thing with it, the drivers behind the courteous car, the driver behind the courteous car has no reason to expect that you in the inner lane of a roundabout and just gonna stop before one of the exits. They just come to a stop. I mean, I have done it. The reason I've done it was because there was an ambulance on approach to the roundabout. That's the only time I could remember ever doing that. Like, it's, yeah. So if the rules change, somebody let me know. But other than that, stop it. Those are accidents waiting to happen. And I don't know what's going on. Like, again, I said it like 5 times in the last couple of days. It's just been too much. So I decided to come in here and talk about it. Maybe somebody could enlighten me as to why all of a sudden we as a nation of drivers have become so courteous. perhaps that's just it. We've just become extra courteous over the past week. So I don't know if that's it, but somebody please let me know. Oh, let's see what's going on the phone. Yeah. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning. How are you doing?
Morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
Okay. I'm on my way to take my daughter to school.
Oh, okay.
I heard you start up about the excitement of first day of school, and then you gone into the roundabout story. So let me go to the roundabout. I think all we have to do when we're in the roundabout is just pay attention, because anything can happen.
For sure.
Huh?
For sure. Agreed.
What's that?
Say I agree.
Yeah, because people do, I'm guilty, just like you said, you're guilty. You just never know where a person is going to go. And the other day I was driving behind someone who was teaching a person to drive, and they were in the lane that said, I think I've heard of people on traffic talk about it, that if you're going 12 o'clock, you're in the left lane. If you're going to 3 o'clock, then you stay in the right lane. And the driver was in the right lane and then swung to the 12 o'clock. And I'm like, what? He's teaching someone to drive and doing something wrong. That was like, wow, to me, driving at the back, So you just never know what a person is going to do. People do all sorts of things. I mean, I've listened how many times on the radio. If you're going straight, stay in the left lane. If you're going around, then you stay in the right lane.
Yep.
And somehow you're supposed to cut across as you get to that 3 o'clock point to go into the thing, into that lane there. People just, so I think for me, because I got in an accident at the start of the year in the roundabout at Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Maybe I just forgot to look, I don't know. But anyway, the fact is, now I am very, very, very careful driving in the roundabout. Mm-hmm.
We have to stay aware.
Yeah, you have to stay aware. Once I reach the roundabout, I'm nervous. I'm looking all around me. I don't take chances because it's just crazy.
Yeah.
People swing from right to left. It's just a madness. And if people are teaching the wrong thing, then how a new driver is going to know what is right? And maybe the police themselves don't even know what is right from wrong.
Well, I've been driving behind police vehicles that totally puzzled me as to what they were doing in the roundabout. So who knows?
Yeah. So it's just awareness.
Yeah.
That's my solution.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
Anyway.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Is today your child's first day?
No, it's back to school. It's back to school, and I'm, the one thing I have to say this Wednesday, I don't like Wednesday as the first day back to school because the people who do hair, a lot of them work, and yesterday was hard to find someone to get the hair done. You get everything ready, but the hair, it's always the thing. So.
Yeah, I got you.
One of my girlfriends, let me big her up, INA Spa, came through for me at 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, wow. Well, she fresh. She fresh this morning.
Yeah, not even an overnight door.
Telling you.
Morning, 6 o'clock.
Ain't even get a sleep on.
The challenges of the first day of school.
I'm telling you.
Say, after a while it wears off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But good luck to her, and hopefully she has an amazing scholastic year.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Nice.
Grade 9.
Grade 9. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Take
Good
care,
luck.
Azem.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, guys, that's some good information there. Some good words of advice. Pay attention when in the roundabout, guys. Who knows what's going on in there? The roundabout is like a parallel universe. And you never know exactly. Maybe that's why it's circular. Maybe you enter into some kind of universe time warp or something. And you don't actually know what you're going to get into when you're into a roundabout. Perhaps that's the way we need to look at it. Just rename them like time warps. Or like breaches in space or something. And that's done with the name roundabout. Guys, when you enter in there, who knows what can happen? Sometimes that's Nicole says she get nervous when she go into the roundabout. It could just be, you never know if you're gonna come out. I had a great aunt one time who had migrated to the US, and she was not a fan of the highways in the US. She was not a fan of the highways in the US, and one of the things were for her was she don't go on the highway, because if you get lost on the highway, you last forever, because the highways just go and go and go. Oh man, so yeah, but at the end of the day, yes, we do have to pay attention, because you just never know. You just never know. But hopefully, guys, everybody's being safe. For the kids that are starting school today, wishing them all the best this year. I don't even know what this year is gonna look like. Don't even know what this is gonna look like. So I'm very curious, and I think we've been saying it since last week. We've been saying this school year is gonna be very interesting. We spoke to the Minister of Education. He seemed hopeful and positive that the things they had in place would work, but I could tell you I was a bit skeptical, especially seeing what was happening at some of the daycares, at the daycare centers prior to the reopening of the primary and secondary schools. So we're gonna have to wait and see. And actually, there's a notice that went out from the Ministry of Education, I believe. I'm speaking about this exact same thing. The Ministry of Education sent out a communication, and it reads: emergency closure of Tyrrell Williams Primary School. Wow, date 7th September. So yeah, yesterday there was the notice came out that said that the Ministry of Education, acting in accordance with the recommendation of the Ministry of Health, hereby informs you that the Tyrrell Williams Primary School will be closed from Wednesday 8th September until further notice. Wow. This is a precautionary measure taken to prevent occupants of the school compound from being exposed to COVID-19. The Office of the Chief Education Officer apologizes for any inconvenience that this temporary and unforeseen closure of school may cause. Your understanding in this matter is greatly appreciated. So school open on Monday, and by Tuesday we have notice of of a closure. Whew. But things ain't last no time. Oh boy, things ain't last no time. I mean, hopefully they're able to keep the occupants of the school, the attendees, the teachers, the staff, and the students all safe. I think that's the main thing. But we're at a point now, guys, we're by who knows how this thing gonna play out. I don't even my thing is this, like, school open on Monday. Like, how by Tuesday you recognize, hey, something going on? Like, it ain't even been like a 2-3 days. Things could easy and good. The pot ain't even start to bubble up yet. The water just gone on the stove. Nothing start to bubble in, nothing, and we done got closure. Oh boy. But anybody who has children or even staff member from the school, call in and let me know what's going on, boy, because that one is rough. And the question has been so many times, how do parents deal with these situations? There might be some parents who have a support system, maybe grandmother, uncle, something like that, could step in you know, and kind of be a caretaker for the children, especially the younger children at this time. But it must be difficult on a lot of families right now to manage the closure of schools. I remember when the preschool started closing. Yeah, parents are scrambling. Parents are scrambling to know what to do with their kids while they have to go to work. So it's definitely rough. But we have a call on the line. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Yes, good morning to you guys there.
Morning.
Yes. Yes, I'm not a parent of that school, but my thing is, like you say, school started on Monday. Yesterday would have been Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. And that would have had to be probably come out either yesterday evening or this morning.
It came out yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. So what is saying to you that people still not being honest because I don't think anybody would have gone to the school on Monday and catch if someone there, if they found out that someone there has COVID or appears to have symptoms of COVID. That I don't think that when they went there Monday they catch it, so Tuesday they realize it. I mean that people are still not being honest, and a lot of us tend to want to hide our illness. Something, yes, you might keep to yourself, yes. But something like this here, if you're feeling things, you don't even have to tell anybody. You go to the doctor or you go to the health center and you do your test. And if you find that if they inform you, hey, look, you seem to be having the symptoms of the COVID, then you call the school and you let them know that you won't be out. Not going to the school knowing that you're probably experiencing the symptoms of that could cause COVID and exposing other people. So people we need to be more honest with ourselves and honest to other people and be mindful of other people too. It appears to me like what is going on, like people are saying, well, hey, me start this, me catch it, me gotta give it to somebody else. We can't get that kind of attitude going forward and expecting things to be better. It's not good in our work, so. Yeah. All right, man, I'll continue listening to your program.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. So, yeah, that's definitely a problem. Although I must say that, morning, really, even though I must say that what seems to be happening is there are a lot of people who seem to have mild symptoms or are asymptomatic. Yesterday, I spoke to a friend, met her at one of the food courts, and I said, "Get along to me, see what's going on." She said, "Bye." Means one of them, they had pen up in OTA. I said, "What happened?" She said, "Well, a co-worker, had it, and then after they tested her, she came back positive. She then went into isolation, and she said when they told her, okay, you're free to go, she said, free to go? Okay, just so? They said, yeah, you recovered. So they asked them, recover from what? Come to know me if you sick, me and cough once, nothing. So some people are asymptomatic. So I don't know if that's an issue because let's say you're asymptomatic but you're a contact of a positive case and you have it, then sometimes you're in a situation. I tell you, the nature of this disease is like if you had to script a disease that we wouldn't take serious enough, this is like the blueprint. But we have a call on the line. Caller, good morning, live on Island T. What's up? Oh, lost our caller. Please feel free to call back. But yeah, it's like if you had to script a disease and how it works and just make it affect people differently, and you're gonna see this type of behavior. But it's not to say that what the caller said isn't important. As a matter of fact, we hear reports. I heard a report from a healthcare provider in Antigua. I don't know how many of you would have heard it, who was speaking about the attitude of some people and the frustrations that the healthcare workers are having dealing with those people. Like, for instance, somebody coming to the hospital, no mask, no nothing, refusing to put on their mask in the positive, and now the entire waiting area, instead of going to the COVID area, they're just like, oh, I got a headache, even though the person coughing and sneezing, refusing to go to the COVID area, start to vomit in the waiting area. By the time they test the person is positive, and so now expose all the people in the waiting area to it, and that's the frustrations that healthcare workers are having just because of the attitude. But we have a call on the line. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Greetings, friends.
Morning. How are you, sir?
Are your bush ready?
Yeah, man. Everything good for me this morning.
Great. Okay. It's affecting people differently because of how people good is steer. When I say good, I mean body. Yeah. That is the vibration. Because everybody good is different in eye.
Right.
Everybody body stay different, and that is why it is very important for persons to up their immune system as much as possible.
Right.
Keep upping it up. Because if I'm, I tell you, if I'm this thing you start, my brother, you see, through me don't wear mask and me this and me that and me that the other. When it come to alkaline intake, me up that, Me up my vitamin. What do you, man? Yeah, and people have to up the thing. People can continue to consume the same old hoe.
Right.
People have to check with what they are taking in, what they are taking inside of their body. Everybody, because according to all the information coming out about the corona, they say even when you take the vaccine, you're still vulnerable. That's what they say.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. So therefore, same thing. I forgot to tell my boss today. When he come from work, we have to keep upping up the immune system, friends. People have to take care of the goodie. Take care of the goodie. Take care of God's temple. Take care of the body. Don't. And you know what? Me notice I go on. Me notice alcohol consumption step up. Me don't know if you notice it.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, man, beer drink, like people trying to escapism. That's his word?
Yep, escapism.
Yes. Beer drunkenness. Yes, about the place. And it can't work, It never work. Give thanks to the information shared so far. We listen, friends. Bless.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, E-Truth. Appreciate it. Thanks for calling. But yeah, good advice. I can tell you something. One of the things that we know is that, just with any illness, anything that attacks the body, if you are prepared to deal with it, you're in a better state, and the outcomes are better for you, right? The outcomes are better. And we've been encouraging people here to take their vitamins, to exercise, to try and be as fit and ready for any situation. And the thing about it, this is something that we should be doing all along, eh? But when you recognize that there's a threat, then you have to prepare for the threat. And it don't matter if you've been healthy by your standards before or whatever, but when time come and you see something going on and there's a threat, prepare for the threat. We have a call on the line. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I just want to touch on what Ras Eli just said about the alcohol consumption. Now, whether people are drinking alcohol to deal with the symptom of the COVID or just in general, just to pass the time, what our people should be aware of is that it may not affect us now because a man might be young and strong, and the consumption of alcohol as it develops in the body, it can mess with the mucous membrane. Now, most of us would recognize that when it's too late. So I just want to think in what Eli is trying to indicate, that the alcohol consumption, it's very serious, and it's something that we should think about when we, consume alcohol. It seriously messes with the membrane among, a lot of us now are adapting to things like sushi. Fried food is a part of our diet long time ago, but now most of us are liking sushi, which is raw food, and it's very serious to our health. We need to think about these things in terms of our immune system right now with the COVID. Thank you for hearing me.
Thanks, caller. Definitely good advice. Yeah, we need to really be aware of how we operate and the effects of how these decisions really or the effects that these decisions bring forth. I've personally been trying to eat a little better, and you're not gonna get it right every day. There's sometimes I still eat them cookies, I still go get them fries and thing, even though trying to ease off of them. But the effort is important, and practice makes perfect. Start somewhere. Lift up some water bottle in your house. Yeah, I got them island purified bottle in your house. Fill them with water and do some biceps. Do some squats. But we have a caller on the line. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up? Oh, we lost a caller, but someone else is actually trying to get in. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T.
Okay, greetings again, Prince. Now, we're not perfect, so we're not getting this all together right. Because I myself indulge in some thinking where but I look at me and say, we don't eat them things there. But you don't know, we just purge thereafter,
Indeed.
When we call forward to talk about still, I better not try to get you about the school opening and the minister and things like that. Me didn't hear it, so I don't want to comment on it. Me prefer if I can get you. But what we want to talk about is the divisiveness, the division amongst us, we going down each other's throat. Civilians, people in authoritative position, attacking each other. Personalities, and I don't think that is the way to go, because this COVID thing, a couple of years from now, we're going to find out that it's bigger than all government officials, It's bigger than all of it, bigger than what does one time they say, the chief medical officer, they said this, and then I'd come back and say, and then you remember they used to say when you take the vaccine, right?
Right.
I think that's how they make. When you take the vaccine, you're good to go. And then you come around again and say, you're not really good to go. You still have full blah, blah, boom, boom. You see me? So the point I try to make is the origin, the source of this thing, and the people them oversaw in the cosmopolitan and the rest, and dictating all the thing, and them themselves don't do no. So how officials gonna be 100%? So I think we have to be tolerant with each other. And go through this thing here together, so this thing here together, instead of the holy divide. And me notice our holy swing up enough to fear, a lot of fear, paranoia, and a lot of fear.
Yeah, fear kind of dictating the movements right now, the vibrations.
You see, fear within itself, it put you good in a state where, man, no, fear no good, fear no healthy. Fear is not healthy at all. And a lot of that go on. So me want to beg the people them to eliminate the fear, man. That's the way. And that's where the whole heap cut throat. And the only time if we deal with cut throat is when we play domino. That's where the whole heap
Oh, boy. I like that.
I'm telling you, no, we have to dash the whole heap of thing, man. Remember, it's a global pandemic, but we, as a people, especially we in the diaspora, wherever we scatter and disperse all about Bank of Nevis and the region and wherever we scatter we. Remember, we have a story, We have a story of being taken away as human cargo. So we can't make everything divide us. The last thing we need as a people right now is division.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. We need to heal up, man, and you know what I mean? And
Agreed, man.
Everything in a collective manner, you know?
Right.
And stop murder each other with this polite violence.
Right. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, blessed love.
All right. Definitely important. And I must say, like, and I've spoken about it here before, one of the things that really kind of gets to me is the attitude of persons on both sides of the coin. Yeah, you know, you have people who you know are pro-vaccine, who are taking the vaccine, who almost shun unvaccinated people as if like something wrong with them and this and are going almost this sense of self-importance, almost like you give them this feeling of like you're better than people because you take the vaccine and somebody didn't take the vaccine. Like that is ridiculous to me. Like, you made the decision, okay, fine. The person making theirs, and hopefully that they're doing what they have to do to stem the spread as well. Right? But persons who believe that, you're vaccinated, you're a sheep, you don't read nothing, you're letting people fool you off, you're stupid, you're gonna dead. I have friends who literally, like, upon asking me if I took the vaccine, tell me, bye, you only got about 2 years by. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, okay. You know, it's just like, yeah, we need to be a bit more tolerant. We need to be a bit more understanding. We need to have these conversations together because both sides are necessary, you know, because we all have to live. Whether COVID here, COVID in here, no matter where it goes, no matter how this thing develops, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to share this space. We have to have a society where we could all feel comfortable and free and safe. How do we get there? How do we build the society that we want to see? Right? And it can't be expecting everybody to have the same view. Because that would never happen. We know that would never happen. So it don't make no sense to try and to try and figure out how I could build the utopia or my version of utopia. And utopia can't be built around one or two issues. Alright? We are complex creatures. Societies are complex. And we're going to have to find ways to live together, to respect each other. And respect each other's views and ideals. And I keep saying, we're talking about this war and the virus. It's starting to feel like a war against each other, a war of ideals, as opposed to us trying to figure out how to move past the present pandemic. I think we're going to have to start talking about what it looks like if this is something that as a planet we have to deal with for the unforeseeable future. What does that look like and what does society look like? We're going to have to decide that. Those are questions that need to be answered and everybody should be at the table despite your views. So, yeah, but just to give you guys the update, we haven't given the update today, so this is the situation, the COVID-19 situation report as of Tuesday 7th, and this came out at 11 p.m. Confirmed cases in the last 24 hours is 31, and that brings the total number of cases to 1,310. A load of cases by. Active cases, we've been over 550, so now we're over 550. We're at 566 right now. And recovered cases are 739. Now, to give you a breakdown of exactly how many cases are here in have been lodged here in St. Kitts and in Nevis. Here in St. Kitts, it's 1,085. In Nevis, it's been 225. And unfortunately, we've had 5 deaths attributed to the coronavirus. So, the train keeps chugging. I'm really waiting to see exactly when we're going to just stop sending out these reports, when we're going to stop counting, and it's just going to be what it is. We don't send out how much people got diabetes, how much people from hypertension and these things. And I do believe we're going to eventually get to that point here as well as we deal with this situation. It's curious to me how the whole attitude to it continually evolves, no matter where you stand. had we 3 months ago looked up and they had 500 cases active, people had been bawling for a shutdown. We would not have had 500 active cases and had school opening at the same exact time. So our attitudes are changing. It's ever evolving as the situation continues to be fluid. And I guess we're adapting to that as well, no matter what side of the fence you stand on. We have some people trying to call in and join the conversation. Let's see if we get them in. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning, Azem.
Morning. How are you doing? I'm good.
Man, I pray for you. Whenever I hear 8 o'clock, I'm here. So I wonder, Azem sleeping? Azem made well?
This morning I was actually trying to wait on Kevon, but he's having some issues, so I just decided to run it solo today.
Well, yeah, and I encourage people to pray for Kevon too.
Yeah, man.
And Jade don't even call. You see how some people be?
Bye, Jade. Bye. You know it
they
is.
They even call to say, good morning, people. I'm still alive.
You see what happened when you have big work and big job. When you have big job and thing, you know, that's how it is.
She move up.
Yeah, she move up.
Anyway, we're waiting for you.
Appreciate it.
Higher you go, the lawyer fall. Yeah, that's only joking.
I know.
Laughter is good, you know. The Bible says laughter does the body like medicine. You know, if more people would laugh, they'd have less stress.
What?
If more people would laugh, they would have less stress. Sometimes, you know, I put on my phone, put on Jamaica comedy or something to make me laugh.
That's how you keep healthy.
Yeah, because the Bible writes, it says money go straight to the marrow, because just like our stress goes straight to the heart and the marrow. He said, guard your heart. You got to guard your heart. Now, what just happened about the school business? Some school infected?
The Tyrrell Williams Primary, they've been closed from today until further notice.
But they did not open, though.
They didn't? No, they didn't open on Monday?
No, school open today.
Oh, so they just decided to delay the actual opening.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What today is Wednesday?
Yeah, today's Wednesday. So school.
Yeah, it's today government school supposed to open.
Oh, so they should have opened today.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So it isn't that it is, you know, and the onus is on us as adults to take care of ourselves. And for those who say, people say this and that, things change. You know, look, you could have all your plans put together, as most people would. And you say, I'm going to save 5,000 this year. Now somebody can come this time in the guava crop and ask you, how much you save? You know? You say you were going to save 5,000 with the money. Situations change, things change.
Yeah, for sure.
And the virus itself is changing. Much times we hear that, but people say, oh, Daddy said that, and each one get worse. It's like the story in the Bible. The Bible says when a man is clean and he go back, he said the devil who come brings 7 more powerful demons with him.
Right.
So they come over and bring him more powerful. How much gone, Papa? Keep counting. I mean, you got to laugh, you know. He said 7 more. He said the devil, when the Satan come back and he find the place clean. You know, you only had 45 or you only had 45. You bring a demon and you bring 7 more powerful ones with him. So we got to pray for the country and pray for each other. It's stress. Everybody thinking about preservation of life. Believe me.
For sure.
Is that what we call fear? That is the fear, you know, the fear of somebody taking me out. Now this morning I heard the news of Grenada. You heard about Grenada?
Yeah.
The bus operators said they stop. They're going to stop operating because of what? He said about 25 of their operators infected rather. You know, and they're being exposed, they say. They're going to stop running the buses, I think on one area, pull the bus off the road. Because you in the bus, you tell them put on the mask. Oh, you know, put on, they don't pay their money. You know that kind of, you know how we are.
Yeah, that's the energy.
I don't pay my money because I have to pay before they enter. Give me back, you know. The man said the amount of, and he said contact tracing is going to be difficult. Because if you run in bus all day, you're not checking everybody who come in the bus at every trip.
Indeed.
So we have got to be considerate of other people. While we have our own opinion and our own determination and our own decision, we have got to be considerate. And you know what came across my mind? I don't know. I kept thinking, I wonder some of these families who in quarantine will send their children to school. That crossed my mind, you know. That they may be at home and say, "Child, you come to school, so you ain't got no corona."
Yeah.
You know, so it is sad. It is sad.
Yeah, that's definitely a big concern. Just the attitudes of people and
the
unwillingness.
Infecting themselves, you know, in numbers multiplying by themselves, you know.
Yeah.
People just seeing, oh, well, get it, because that is now the attitude.
Yeah.
And the more people get it, the quicker we reach herd immunity.
Is there anything in herd immunity right now? Who knows?
Well, they don't say who get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a definite fear of people, you know, being told that they're positive, and so even if they're suspected,
anybody would.
Yeah, but the fear is causing people to reluctantly, are causing people to be reluctant to get tested, or to even just isolate, you know, stay away from their jobs, from their family, from wherever they're like just.
But some of them think so, and they still go to work.
That's what I'm saying.
No, and so sometimes when we holding these arguments, every argument got two sides, and sometimes three. Your side, their side, and the truth. You know, everybody living in fear. You got a business, you know, when it going to shut down, not by the government, but by one of your workers, or even the boss himself, who cause people to go home and then they can't get paid.
That's happening to a lot of small businesses for sure. You know, a worker come in either knowingly or unknowingly, and you know, by the time you check it out, the entire office on quarantine.
Yeah, you only got a little cold, you know, you must drink some lime. Some lime. God have mercy on us, eh? Anyway, for all of us, do the best we can.
Right, that's all.
Not for yourself, but for your children, your neighbor, you're not for somebody. We got to go beyond self.
Yeah.
All right, then have a good day.
All right, appreciate it. But thanks, that's been a big issue. Up to yesterday, I'm speaking to a local healthcare professional. And they're telling me of the concerns about the behavior of people, even when they get to the hospital. There are people showing up to the hospital, sitting out in the waiting area, outpatient, and they tell the I think it's what the triage nurse, you know, hey, I just got a headache for like 3 days. You got a headache for 3 days? What's going on with you? I had some vomiting, so I just said, let me come and check out. Yeah, perhaps you needed to go in the in the door before you reach the outpatient, the first door there. You needed to go in there and get checked. You know, and sometimes they downplay. You have people calling the ambulance to their homes, and when they tell them what happened, they tell them, "Oh, my back hurting me, I can't walk." When the ambulance reach, they're coughing down the place. But they ain't tell nobody that. So now you have an ambulance that's not designated for COVID patients. Now have to go stop, be sanitized, and out of rotation in the event that somebody now have another type of emergency. And so it's putting a real strain on the entire system. You know, sometimes just err on the side of caution, guys. Err on the side of caution. If you're not feeling well, we all know a lot of the symptoms now. If any of the symptoms mild, but you want to get checked out, you know, go and get tested. Go to the hospital and get tested. We have a caller on the line. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up? Oh, lost that caller. But yeah, guys, like I'm saying, on the side of caution, go get checked. Call your physician. Call ahead, let them know that you're coming. This is how you're feeling. And be advised. These are the doctors who you've been trusting. You know, to look after your health for some time. So now don't turn your back on the same medical advice. Let's see if we get this caller. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Oh, just calling to find out I want to know if you broadcast.